Housing will peak next year. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. I want to have a look at this article from Mortgage Business discussing predictions of housing to peak next year according to SQM. So, Australian capital city dwelling prices will peak in the first half of 2022 according to a research firm, which has tipped further APRA interventions will slow home lending. A report from SQM Research has forecast property prices will rapidly slow from the current annual 20.6% growth for the 12 months to November based on CoreLogic data. Well, I mean, this growth is just insane. Now, remember, slowing doesn't mean a crash, guys. If the cash rate remains unchanged, quantitative easing is called back, inflation rises to a range between 3 to 6%, and APRA enacts further action. By June next year, SQM expects property prices across the capital cities will grow by at most an average of 5%. If the cash rate rises to 0.25% or to 0.5% in the second half of the year, a more moderate price movement is expected, with SQM projecting a range of -1% to 4%. Similarly, an earlier cash rate rise would result in a greater dampening effect, with prices expected to move between -4% to 1%. The forecast somewhat echoes the three of the Big Four banks have projected that prices will move negatively in 2023. ANZ has tipped there will be a national price fall of 4% in 2023 to follow a 6% rise in 2022 and a 21% surge in 2021. So there you go. You're still screwed if you're waiting for this ANZ correction of 4%. CBA modelling has pointed to a 10% fall in 2023 to coincide with a cash rate rise to 1.25% after a 7% rise in 2022 and a 22% growth in 2021. Meanwhile, Westpac released a forecast tipping price growth will moderate from 22% in 2021 to 8% in 2022 before a 5% correction in 2023. However, SQM believes there will be no change to the cash rate until at least late 2022. But if APRA takes no further action in the lending market, prices are expected to have a greater rise of between 3 to 8%. SQM believes the price falls will be led by Sydney and Melbourne houses, reporting significant overvaluation, and that the cities are most sensitive to even minor home loan interventions from APRA. If the regulators take further action, the two cities are expected to see house price falls from mid-2022 after they were the most affected by APRA's intervention in 2017. But unit price growth in both cities is expected to outperform houses, with a projected rise in net migration from interstate and overseas as the border reopens. Brisbane is tipped to record the largest price dwelling rise over 22, with prices predicted to rise between 8 to 14%. Better housing affordability in the Sunshine State compared to Sydney and Melbourne is expected to continue pulling strong interstate migration. However, dwelling prices in regional Australia are also expected to correct, particularly for inland communities as people return to the capital cities. SQM Research Managing Director Lewis Christopher commented that as 2021 draws to a close and the national housing market has started to show signs of a peak, auction clearance rates have fallen from their highs amid record listings. However, we might also be recording some seasonality and pent-up selling from vendors held off listings during the lockdowns, he said. Nevertheless, we expect the market to peak in 2022 with further expected interventions by APRA, which could come as early as next year, halting the price momentum. He added that if the housing market does not slow by mid-2022, APRA will likely keep implementing lending curbs. We cannot afford another year of 20% price gains across the national housing market, Mr. Christopher said. Why not? Why not? Guys, 20% house price gains again? Yeah, fantastic. And so, to ensure a soft landing, here we go. It is best we see additional intervention sooner rather than later to rein in property valuations. Okay, well, let's have a talk about that. This is the first I've heard the talk of a soft landing. Remember what happened in Ireland, guys? There was all talk, the market was booming, it was going crazy. There was talk of a soft landing in property. And what happened there? it wasn't a soft landing. It was a hard landing, guys. It was a hard landing. I wonder. What do you reckon? But then even if we have a 20% fall in property prices, it's still going to be at levels that we were complaining about being unaffordable back in 2019. We'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out this last video about one of the big four banks predicting property prices increasing, guys. Take care. Have a great day. And I will see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. If you want to support the channel, use the links down below. They all help out. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.